Hey people, it's been a while. Um, so it's a new year, and I'm still on my journey to better health. And what I have decided to do was to not completely, but mostly cut out meats. So I, for a couple of weeks, I didn't eat any meat. Well, take that back. I did do fish. I'm still doing fish, like fish, seafood. I still do that, but I cut out, meats, other meats. I don't know what people consider fish meat or not, but um, so I cut meats out except for fish. So I do eat fish. But last week, my uncle barbecued, and I walked in the kitchen and he was over there cutting up some ribs on the cutting board, and I was just like, I'm gonna do the 80/20. I'm gonna do the 80/20 thing, and so anyway, I had a hot link. I didn't even end up having a rib. I had a hot link. I hadn't had one of those in a while, and I mean it was good. But look, I mean basically my whole thing is to um, eat more plants. I want to be eating more plants. I'm uh, not necessarily trying to go full vegan, full plant based. I don't think there's anything wrong with that. I don't think there's anything wrong with meat either. But I do think you should mostly be eating plants. And so I'm trying to get to where I'm mostly eating plants. And sometimes, have meats on more rare occasions. Maybe like once a week is what I'm trying to limit myself to right now. So anyway, so that's where I'm at. So the beginning of this year, I've mostly been trying to focus on just being more so plant based. And I have written out like a full meal plan for myself that I was pretty proud of actually. I haven't implemented that exact meal plan, but it did give me some hope as to, because they were all things that I like. So it is a good thing. And I just watched a video that said to write down all the things that you already eat that are accidentally, they use that term, accidentally vegan. Um, so I made a meal plan, and it was all stuff that I like. And and I'm like, I can do this. I'm looking at the meal plan, and I can do this. And I'm actually even excited about, you know, doing that. So, but I haven't actually done that meal plan exactly. But but yeah, just thinking of it more simple. I typically overthink things and kind of complicate things, and I'm a foodie. I want things to be exciting, and I don't know. But I try to think a little bit more simple, and like potatoes for lunch, or like peanut butter and jelly. Stuff like that. That's a little bit more simple, or like oatmeal for breakfast, and smoothies for breakfast. So, and then like a big salad, pastas with veggies, things like that, and then frozen things that make stuff so much easier. Like I love Amy's brand. She has this bean burrito that's really good, gluten free. Um, but yeah, and I do dairy, not milk so much, but I will do some cheese, and I like London fog lattes. I've kind of developed this new love for those. So I've been doing those, and I've been making them. I first got it at a coffee shop. Shout out Roastery. That's who introduced me to them. And so I kind of got hooked, and I learned how to make it myself. So I've been making it myself, and I tried it with almond milk, and actually it was pretty good. But I was missing that. It wasn't quite as creamy, of course, as almond milk. So, but I decided I'm going to use goat milk, and so I do use goat milk in my London fog lattes. But the almond milk wasn't bad, so I'll probably go back and use that again. But I like the creaminess. So anyway, so when I got on today though to update, but also to show this smoothie that I'm making, inspired by the plant-based, not perfect podcast with Elizabeth Coe. Shout out. She doesn't know me. I just happened to find that podcast on Spotify one day, and I started listening, and I really kind of like her philosophy. That's where the 80-20 idea came from too. So, which I think is pretty cool. So it's not so restrictive. Like, you're not out and feeling like, or around family on special occasions or whatever, and feeling like you have to be, feeling real guilty, or like you have to be so super strict with yourself. I don't know. It matches up and lines up with my own thinking anyway. So I'm down for the 80-20. Especially if you're really trying to transition, not being so strict with yourself. But anyway, so she has something called the lean green smoothie, and that's what I'm making now, and I'm gonna try to be really quick about it. I'll be back here. As a matter of fact, I'll pause so this video doesn't get too long. Okay, so I'm back, and I'm making like I said, from Plant-Based Not Perfect podcast with Elizabeth Coe. She has the lean green. She promotes what she calls lean green smoothie, and smoothies are just a really good way to get your vegetables in, for breakfast, or you can have it for lunch or dinner, or snack, whatever. So, but her basic recipe calls for a good amount of spinach. So I use about 2 good handfuls of spinach in there, and then an apple. Cut this up. It's already turning brown. And I keep the seeds. I've heard before, I've read before that the seeds are actually kill cancer cells. Some people say that they have arsenic and you shouldn't put them in there, but anyway, don't let me get to trying to explain on science, but I heard that they're good to keep the seeds in, so I keep the seeds in. Well, some of them at least. Then, and then bananas. Then she'll do bananas. I'm adding dates just to add a little sweetness, and I'm adding sea moss, which I got from a coworker that he makes a sea moss gel. I can put information for that if you want to get some sea moss gel in the information below the video. I'm adding pineapple in there. She says she adds sometimes berries or mangoes in hers, but you don't have to. The basic recipe, like I said, is the spinach, apples, and the banana, and then your water. I like to add, I'm finding that I like mine with about 12 ounces of water. So you can't see that, but it's my little blender bottle. I put 12 ounces of water, about 12 ounces. And I think I might add a few ice cubes because I like mine's pretty cold. And then I'm adding peaches too. So, but you can add whatever fruits you want to it, but the basic is just the spinach, bananas, and the apple. Okay, and your water. And yeah, so that's it. I'm gonna pause it and I'll come back and show you what it's looking like. All right, so here we go. We got it all in the blender, and I have a Vitamix, but any good blender will work. All right, get it blended, and I'll show you the finished product. Be right back. All right, so this is the finished product. It is a green smoothie, and I can smell it now. I like to smell my smoothies. Smells like pineapple. So my daughter, who is also my camera woman, is going to taste and editor. Look at how smooth it is. And editor, film editor too. Very smooth. I like the consistency. Some people like theirs thick, some people like theirs more thin. I think this is kind of she wants to do a cheers. You want to do cheers, daughter?
Yes.
All right. 2. What do you want?
To Selena.
Look, yeah, we're watching. She's in the Selena right now, the series. I didn't even know there was a series. I've seen the movie, but so she's getting me caught up with the Selena series.
Yeah.
Cheers to good health.
To Selena in good health.
There you go. Green smoothies.
Yes, green smoothies.
See what we working with. Mmm.
It's pretty good.
Delightful. You want to show? Show her reaction?
So my reaction?
Yeah, we want to see you. Your reaction.
Ah, tasty.
So refreshing.
Refreshing, right? Refreshing. That's what I was gonna say. It's creamy.
Sorry, you weren't done talking.
It's creamy. That's all I was gonna say.
Okay. Okay, well that's it. This is like twice as long as I like my videos to be. I try to be like 5-minute video person. So we are out of here. That was it. And I'll see you next time.
We can try to trim it down.